Hello, my name is Sarah, and welcome to my channel, Naughty Gnome Crafts. You can find me as Naughty Gnome on Instagram. If you're new here, thanks so much for joining me today, and if you're returning, thanks for coming back. Today's video is going to be a pattern review, but before I get started, I am wearing the Simplicity 8641 pinafore dress from Sew House 7. I might be making up the number, but I'll put the pattern cover up on the screen. And then underneath, I am wearing my Burda Style magazine shirt that I made for the Sew My Birthday challenge. Can't remember the number, but I'll put that up on the screen, and I will also insert a photo of me in the full outfit so you can see what it looks like. So today's video is a review of Simplicity 9239. It has 3 different views, and I made view C, but with the sleeves from A, and I also added the collar, because you have the option to have the collar and collar stand or just the collar stand. And I added the collar to this view with the sleeves from A. I made the size extra small, so this pattern comes from sizes extra small, which is equivalent to a size 4, up to a 2XL, which is equivalent to a size 26, and that is a bust from size 29.5 up to 48. The finished bust measurements are 38 up to 59 inches, and for my size, the size extra small, my finished bust measurement was 40.5 inches. And I think that that was the perfect amount of ease. It's a wonderful layering piece. It goes very easily over other garments. I'm very happy with how the sizing worked out. Now, one thing I will say about these shirt jacket patterns and why I do think that it is worth purchasing an actual pattern meant to be a jacket rather than just using a regular shirt pattern and sizing up a couple sizes is actually the sleeves. The sleeves on this pattern are very much drafted to be a jacket. Like, they're big enough and roomy enough to comfortably fit over other tops. Even a sweatshirt, you'll see later on in the video, I layer it over a sweatshirt and the arms aren't too tight, it's perfectly comfortable. Whereas I feel like if you made a regular shirt pattern and went up a size or 2, the proportions might not be quite right in order to do that comfortably. So for me, I felt like it was very much worth the investment to go ahead and buy a pattern specifically meant to be a shirt jacket rather than just using a shirt pattern that was already in my stash. Let's talk about the fabric before I get into the details of the pattern review. So I used about 2 yards of Mind the Maker denim that I got from D&H Fabrics. I had purchased this fabric as part of a deep discount. They had a flash sale where it was like 50% off. And I'm so glad that I got this fabric because it was a dream to work with. I've worked with a lot of denims before, and this one was definitely, for a non-stretch denim, it was the most flexible, the most soft and easy to sew and work with. It wasn't too thick. It's a 10-ounce denim, and yeah, it just sewed up like a breeze. I even think that once I use the pieces that are in my stash, that I would be willing to go back and buy more of this fabric, even at full price, because I just think that it's a really beautiful, nice fabric. So as far as the pattern details go, as I said, I made the size extra small, and the only alteration that I made was to the sleeve length. I shortened the sleeves by 3 inches, which is my standard long sleeve adjustment that I generally always make. And that was perfect. The sleeves of the jacket hit me kind of like mid-hand, like they're just a little bit longer than your shirt sleeve would be, and I think that that's perfect. So for the construction, this jacket was actually really interesting to me because I was expecting to sew it up just like you would a normal button-up shirt, but it is slightly different, and the main difference is that it has facings. So it does have the collar band and the collar that you would expect, but on the inside, it's finished off with a back and a front facing rather than, like covering up the neckline seam with the collar band. So it was actually a little bit easier to sew. And for my stitching, I used red serger thread because I just thought that that was a really fun touch. Red is my favorite color, and I think it looks really nice with this deep indigo. And then I did use top stitching thread from Wawak, and I top stitched the jacket. So the original pattern does not call for all this top stitching detail. I think that like the only thing that they tell you to do is like the collar and then the pockets with the double top stitching, like they do tell you to do that. But I added all this additional top stitching on the seam lines because I really wanted this, because I was using a denim, I wanted it to have the styling of a denim jacket, even though it's a shirt jacket. wanted that look. So I added extra top stitching details, and I really do love the way that that turned out. I think that it looks really nice. And I just love the red because it's a little bit unexpected from your typical gold. And I was initially going to use gray top stitching thread, but I'm just so glad that I went for the red. And yeah, that's actually my favorite part of the jacket, is these little red top stitching details. I also used jean tack buttons because, like I said, I was trying to go for like a jean jacket look, even though it's a different style. And I think that works really well. These tack buttons were from Amazon. If I can find them, I'll link them in the description box. So even though this project doesn't look super interesting or exciting, I would actually classify this as one of my superstar makes because I just love it so much. I can see myself wearing it all the time. I had made a lighter wash jean jacket, the Hampton jean jacket, earlier in the year, and I wear that all the time. But I was just kind of craving for the fall and winter to have something that was a little bit of a deeper color that I could wear with different things. And although I do love the traditional jean jacket style, and I will make that again at some point in the future, I like that this is a little bit of a different style, but still functionally you can wear it the same way that you would wear a jean jacket. It was also easier and quicker to put together than a jean jacket would be, and I can just honestly see myself wearing this for like 20 years. I'm very excited to see how the denim is going to age and weather over time, and what spots will get wear, and it'll be a little bit lighter. I'm glad that I didn't do any distressing on this because I'm just kind of excited to see how it's going to age naturally. And yeah, I really do think that this piece is going to be a workhorse in my closet. I just know that I'm going to reach for it again and again. And I just could not be more thrilled with how this came out. I absolutely love it. Now, would I make this pattern again? Yes, I absolutely would. But next time that I do it, I would make a few changes. So the style of this shirt jacket, let me show you on the pattern cover. It just has like a straight across hem, and I do like that. It hits me right about like kind of at my low hip, and I think that's fine and I really like it. But I think for next time I'd want to reshape the hem to be more of a shirt style, like a shirt tail hem, just for a little bit of a different look. I think that that would be actually relatively easy to do, so I would do that next time. I would also reverse the pleat. So they have you doing an inverted pleat here, and like there's nothing wrong with that, it's fine. But I actually just prefer the look of a box pleat. So that's a super easy thing to do. You just iron it the other way around. And next time I would make a box pleat instead of the inverted pleat. That's just a personal preference. And then the third thing that I would do is that although I do really like these patch pockets, the pattern has an option to do inseam pockets. So this version that's slightly longer, it has side seam pockets. And I think I would actually go ahead and add those. I might even still do the patch pockets on the front, but I just think for practicality, it would be handy to have side seam pockets as well. So I would either like substitute the side seam pockets instead of the patch pockets, or I would do it in addition to, just because I could see myself using the side seam pockets more than I would these patch pockets. Other than that, I'm just super thrilled with how the pattern came out. I did want to point out, I kind of forgot to mention, I like the way that these cuffs are made. So you have the normal like cuff attachment, but instead of doing like a tower placket or like the continuous lap, whatever they call it, this is just a really simple construction. Like you just have this little piece here that you hem, and that gives you a little bit of extra ease. And then you keep this buttoned. It's probably not the best for if you wanted to roll up your sleeve. But I probably won't do that a lot of the time. I actually think that I might just like pull it up if I wanted it to be shorter rather than rolling it. So that's not a big deal to me, but I did want to point that out because it's a little bit different from a lot of shirt designs. So I will insert some clips of me wearing the jacket. This is just going to be a very simple casual outfit. I actually wore this outfit. I wore the jacket over my loungewear set that I just made out of Atelier Brunette fabric. And it was just a super comfortable layer, and I just know that I'm gonna wear this again and again. I did enter this shirt jacket into the So Shirty 21 challenge, which was being hosted by Dahlia Society and Cloth Edit. I'm not sure when this video goes up if it's still going to be active. I think the challenge runs through November 7th. But yeah, I just loved that my shirt jacket qualified for the challenge. And even if I'm sure I probably won't win any prizes, but even if it's not like that impressive looking to anybody else, I love it and I'm thrilled with it, and I would love to make another one someday. So that is all I have for you today. Thank you so much for tuning into my video. If you liked it, I will hope that you will hit the like button and consider subscribing to my channel. I will see you again next time.